So we are actually going to use our smart device this time to help us in our creativity. Taking a selfie, I would advise finding some light from one side, so you have shadows on your face, a light side and a darker side, or standing by a light or a lamp. And then we're going to look at taking that photo into black and white so we can see the values. We talked about values earlier on, and it makes it easier for us to shade and colour and to look at how the face is made up of the shadows. Take your photo into black and white using your editor, and now we have a nice white through to black grayscale to work from. Draw a rough egg shape on your piece of paper, draw a vertical line right through the middle, and then 2/3 the way up, draw a horizontal line. That's where the eyes are going to sit. So this cross that we've drawn helps us to put the eyes and the nose and the mouth all in the right place on the face. You can use your phone to zoom in and zoom out on the details. It's just a question of very carefully transferring what you see from the phone across the page. Take your time mapping out where those features are, and then using your pencil, the cross-hatching that we talked about earlier, to put in the light to dark shading. Just play and enjoy. So this is about a positive memory, thinking of a positive memory and trying to create that on a canvas. Here we're going to prepare our ideas for our main picture. Whether your picture ends up being very realistic or completely abstract really doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong for this. First thing we need to do is to think of what that memory was, that positive memory. It could just be a moment you sat outside with a cup of coffee, or a lovely holiday that you had, a baby being born, any event in your life that you think to hold on to as a very positive experience. Being able just to travel back there in your mind. And then we're going to look at that experience through different ways. My memory for this is sitting on a beach at the age of 19. Just got my first big job and left home. So the things that I saw as I sat there was the sea, the horizon, the pier. Things that I heard were the waves crashing, the arcade around me. Things that I tasted, I bought some fish and chips. I remember the taste of those fish and chips in the vinegar. Things that I smelt was the saltiness on the air. Things that I touched were the pebbles. And the things that I felt was contentment, excitement, a little bit of anxiety. So those were all the senses that I experienced on that day. The task now in the rest of our sketchbook or on scrap paper is to try and represent these senses that we've identified into shapes and colours and textures, as we did with the emotional mark making, and find ways to represent them. And then we're going to put those together into our final piece. Again, this could be using abstract, collage, or figurative. It really doesn't matter. It's entirely your choice of how you want to bring these elements together. What materials we use to create our final piece is entirely up to you. It could be that you're using a biro on the back of a cornflakes packet, or you're using watercolours or acrylics on a canvas. The key thing here is just to play and explore with whatever materials you have. I'm always doodling on different kind of bits of paper and thinking, actually, that's a really nice piece. There's some really nice scratching action going on there. Or setting up, like you see behind me, canvases on an easel. It's entirely about your journey, your time frame, your budget that allows you to do this thing. The key thing is for anything you do, just play and explore. See what those materials do. See what you can do with them. And so we've come to the end of our 3 videos together. I really hope that some of those exercises have helped you to get creative, to start exploring how to use colour, how to use shape, scratching, cross-hatching, shading, looking at yourself in different ways, using collage to explore different ideas, creating your own sketchbooks. All of these things are part of just giving yourself a toolkit to start being more creative, putting that phone down and picking up the sketchbook instead. I really hope you've enjoyed these. There is a website at the link on the back there with some more opportunities to go a little bit deeper into some of those ideas, and a gallery if you want to send in any of your work to that. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy, be creative. Take care.